This is Fireside Chats with Ethan and Caetano.
Whenever you would like.
This is the Fireside Chat Podcast. I'm Caetano.
And I'm Ethan.
And this is episode 4, a new year. Yes, it is 2019 right now. It's currently, where we are right now, it is 12:49, so it's like the first thing we're doing in 2019.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
It's pretty hard to believe that it's already 2019.
I know, it went by really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were counting down just now in front of the TV.
And
it was like the last minute.
Silly film.
And I told Ethan right here, and I was like, 2018, it seems like it just happened.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it did, but
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is, it seems still pretty new.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem older.
Yeah, no.
It's interesting.
Okay, so before we start with the actual podcast, I'd just like to, what are your New Year's resolutions, if you have any?
Well, for this year?
Yeah.
Well, I think one of mine would be, and you know this, I tend to stay up late all year round. I normally stay up to around 2 or 3 a.m. watching stupid stuff online. And I think I'd like to go to bed earlier, and I think that'd just be better for me and for, what I do all year. And I think my New Year's resolution for 2019 is going to be, this is going to be hard, but I think, I don't know, should I go to bed by 12 or 1?
Whichever one.
Because I know it's not going to be before. I think 12:30.
12:30?
That's my New Year's resolution. To try to go to bed before or at 12:30 for the rest of the year. It's going to be good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, what's yours?
So I don't really exercise much.
Mm-hmm.
So my New Year's resolution is to maybe eat a bit healthier and actually exercise mindfully.
Yeah, sounds good. How do you think you're going to accomplish that?
Eat healthier and exercise. Maybe go on runs.
Yeah, go to gym.
Every morning, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. So, yeah. Awesome. Before we start, I know that we didn't post for 2 months. And that's because, we have other stuff we're doing. This is
Pretty
a hobby.
busy. Yeah.
This is a hobby of ours, so we don't get the post like we said every 2 weeks. So we're probably going to be definitely posting once a month, but maybe twice a month, most likely once a month. Who knows? It depends how many times we get together and do this. But we're definitely going to be posting. We're not done. If you don't see a post for a month, there's one coming soon. Once a month. So we're going to try to do that. Also, go check out our Instagram, our YouTube, our SoundCloud. That's where we have all our stuff. We have a website.
Mm-hmm.
And was there anything else we need to say?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
Let's get right into this. So before we start talking about this year, let's talk about last year and be like, let's just reflect on it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that happened. We had lots of political turmoil. We had the Parker Solar Probe launch up to the sun. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think?
Well, I think this year, I think 2018's been pretty good. It's been a lot better than past years. 2016 kind of sucked.
Oh yeah, that was.
2017 was 2018 was pretty good.
Yeah.
I liked it. I think a lot of cool stuff happened, in like every category. I know like just recently also like Elon Musk, he's done a lot of stuff in 2018, and he just opened up the hyperspace tunnel. Well, the prototype.
Hyperloop.
Sorry, Hyperloop. I didn't know much about the name, but I did see it, and it looked really cool.
Yeah.
And it seems like a really cool future idea, and we'll talk about that later. But what about you?
I'm gonna be on the more pessimistic side.
Mm-hmm.
I think just with all the natural disasters that have been happening, like Hurricane Harvey and stuff, and the political turmoil, especially in the U.S. with our current administration. I'm not gonna voice any opinions here. I'm just gonna state the fact that it's been very, very chaotic.
Yeah, it has. Like 1 out of 10. What do you think? You personally, 2018 has been.
I would personally say 2018 has been a solid 7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say about an 8 out of 10. But what do you think out of 1 out of 10 for like the world?
Ooh, for the world?
Just I don't know, your opinion, like
my opinion,
the things that happened this year for like everyone. It's hard to say, but just
probably still about a 7.
Maybe. I'd say about 7. That's a good one. 7. So what were your favorite parts of 2018?
Ooh, my favorite parts were Parker Solar Probe being launched by the United Launch Alliance.
That was pretty cool.
On the Delta IV Heavy rocket.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I got into this new band called Hippocampus. My friends got me into them. Thanks, guys. So what about you?
I don't know. I think it's just been pretty fun year. A lot of stuff has happened, just like you said, and a lot of tragic stuff has happened. And I think, it's kind of hard to think on exact moments, but overall it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad, but it wasn't like horrible, and it wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it was on the better side. But now let's talk about 2019, since we are in 2019. So we have some topics written down here that we're going to talk about. What we hope to see in the future. We want to happen in 2019. What we know it's going to happen. And,
what we think's going to happen.
What we think's going to happen, yeah. So why don't you start off?
Okay, so first of all, on what we want to happen. So new technologies such as 5G service.
Oh, 5G service. I can't wait for that to come down. And I know that's going to come out this year or 2020. They're trying to get it out. Because I know once they can get 5G, they can get smart cars out.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, self-driving smart cars.
Yeah.
Once they get 5G running around, the smart cars can function, because the main way they can function on their own is if they have 5G. And the 4G can't do that right now. Like, 4G LTE on your phones. But the 5G wouldn't be 5G LTE, because LTE is different. It's just added on, so it'd just be 5G. But I saw a bunch of stuff for like 5G. It's not going to be like I don't know, like a satellite that put on to countries or states or whatever, the telephone poles and all that. But
yeah, it's going to be
it's going to be like neighborhoods.
Smaller.
Yeah, it's going to be like the 5G service will be available to your neighborhood, and then the next neighborhood will have their own 5G, and it'll kind of be like that. And drones is that's going to help that. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool technology. Like you said, self-driving cars. Hopefully, those will take off. I don't really know actually, because before they're like really popularized, there might be a lot of problems with them, like bugs in the computer work. But
I'm sure
it's just
I don't think the smart cars are going to come out in 2019. I think 5G is going to come out in 2019, maybe towards the end, and that's going to help them.
It's going to help them grow.
Yeah, grow for the future. And I think, I'm thinking smart cars will come out somewhere between like 2022 to 2030. I'm sure they'll come out between then. Because right now I know they have prototypes and they just need 5G to continue. So what else?
What do you think?
Think about 5G, or what do you think about technology? What I think
About
technology.
What else other than 5G?
Technology-wise, robots. I mean, obviously that's gonna expand. I don't think much is gonna happen in 2019 about robots, but I think technology and like not like robots like AI, like robots in the workforce and how they're taking people's jobs. I think that's gonna expand a lot more. You agree?
Yeah. I also think space tourism is actually going to grow quite a bit.
Didn't Elon Musk talk about in 2020 he wanted to go to Mars?
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
But like, really?
Well, 2020, that's pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe not 2020.
That's like a year. I think 22 is a good year.
But this year, I think they're definitely going to start sending people to low Earth orbit, maybe, to go on little tours.
Yeah, they could possibly. I can see them doing that. What about other topics than technology?
Other than technology, there's of course the political climate. So what do you think is going to happen?
Well, obviously we've had our president for like 2 years, and we get another president. Well, we do start elections for our next president in another 2 years, but I do think in 2019 possibly some people are going to come out and say that they're going to run for president.
Yeah.
2019 is a good year to do that.
So
I think a lot of people are going to do that.
Yeah. So I don't want to get too political because that's going to get really controversial.
Yeah.
But I'm really wondering what's going to happen with lobbyists stuff on the president. Like I wonder if he's going to be impeached at the House.
I know he's already been tried. People have already tried to impeach him already, and it hasn't worked. But I mean, I think he's gonna last all 4 years.
Me too. It's
it's really hard to do that unless you got like substantial evidence. But I think people are gonna try to impeach him again.
And not only that, but the Republicans, they still hold the Senate. So
yeah, it's true. It's gonna be really hard.
Because the Democrats are in the House, and let's say they try and impeach him, which they probably will. And after that, it's gonna be really hard to get past the Senate with that, because the Senate is majority Republican, and I don't think those Republicans are gonna want Trump out of office.
No. Yeah, I bet so too. Let's talk about so we can get out, the politics. So let's talk about climate change now. Obviously in 2018, a lot of, not that many climate change big events happened, but I do think it is happening just slowly. In 2019, I think it's going to be like 2018, kind of in that sense. But not much is going to happen, but I think it's going to get worse, obviously. What do you think?
Yeah, so actually in 2018, there were quite a few things. There were lots of forest fires, especially
in California.
The Camp Fire, I think it's called. In California. And there were all the hurricanes like I talked about earlier. It's tsunamis, stuff like that.
Yeah, there have been a lot of tsunamis. Did you see the new tsunami that happened in Egypt recently?
Oh, really?
Yeah, did you see it?
No.
Oh, it was crazy because I saw a video. I'm pretty sure it happened in Egypt. I remember hearing about it. It happened like a week or two ago. And I was looking at video of it, and there was a video of a concert that was going on live at the time that the tsunami hit.
Yeah.
And the video online shows like they're having their concert, and then the water just comes under the stage and pushes them up, and then the video stops. And that was really freaking. That was a huge one, and it killed about 300, I think. That was crazy. God. So 2019, you think there's gonna be more or less? You can never tell, but what's your predictions?
I don't think there's gonna be much that happens politically to fight against climate change, because again, with our current administration, not much is going to change with that. And of course, climate change, it isn't just going to magically stop overnight.
But I think it's going to get worse.
Oh yeah, it's going to get worse.
But I don't think like anything like horribly bad is going to happen that's going to like change humanity forever. 2019, but I think it's just going to be like just gradually get worse.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's environmental things. What else do you want to talk about for the new year?
So how about we talk about what we think will happen? So we already touched on that with the climate change, but what else with like space exploration, what do you think's gonna happen?
Well, like you said, I think they're gonna get people to, like, they're gonna get tourists. Obviously, probably like rich and famous people, but like, I bet they're gonna get tourists around the Earth, or like close to Earth. I don't think they're gonna go very far.
No.
It's probably gonna be like a trip around the Earth or something like that. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, it should be pretty fun. But any deep space stuff, like, do you think they're gonna send out any more probes? Because I haven't really been keeping track of what NASA or SpaceX or Lockheed are working on lately. So, do you think there's gonna be anything that's gonna be launched that's gonna be really significant?
I don't really know. I know they're gonna launch some stuff. I know SpaceX is launching a couple new satellites for like looking at other planets. But I did hear something new that was kind of weird and crazy. I don't know if it's happening for sure, but a city in Asia, I don't remember where, so just broad in Asia, but I do know that they're launching like a fake moon sorts. I heard about this.
Fake moon?
Yeah, they have. Well, I don't know if it's confirmed, but the city had plans to launch a fake moon, and obviously not as big as the moon, like really small, like as big as a satellite.
Okay.
It's just for one city, but they launched it into the sky, and it would kind of look like a moon. And it, instead of having power and having to pay, because the city's not very rich, instead of having power to pay for the electricity and the power plants and all that, the moon would get the the reflection off of the sun and be like their own little moon and provide light night and day for the city. And it was really cool, and I read about it. And it's like not very big at all, but like it's just, I mean, do you think if that worked out, more cities would do that?
I don't really think so, because thinking about it scientifically, the satellite would pretty much have to be above the city at all times to catch the reflections of the sun.
Yeah.
And Earth's orbit, it isn't fast enough unless the satellite's pretty far away to actually have it orbit Earth.
Exact details. I know they had the plans to do it, but I don't know if it got confirmed.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that.
I know it was gonna. If they did do it, though, it would go up in 2020. So that was interesting.
I haven't heard anything about that. But who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do?
No one knows. I mean, for all we know, the world can end in 2019. So.
Who knows? Yeah.
But general, my prediction, I think it's gonna be like 2019. I think it's gonna be pretty good. 2019 seems like it's gonna be a good year. I have high hopes for it. I think not that much bad stuff is gonna happen. I hope a lot of good stuff happens.
Yeah.
Some really cool stuff in all categories that we talked about. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty good year. Maybe it'll even be better than 2018. What do you think? Think so?
I feel like it is, because 2017, meh.
2016
was bad. Yeah. 2018 still.
That's good.
I think
not amazing.
I think it might have been a bit worse than 2017, but not as bad as 2016. So I feel like
I have high hopes for 2019.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty good, huh? So yeah, next episodes we hope to have some guests. We have a couple confirmed guests. And our next episode may be something about fear.
Ooh.
So that'll be pretty interesting.
Sounds interesting.
So yeah, please tune in for our next episode. It'll probably come out end of this month to next month. So yeah, thank you. Once again, this is the Fireside Chat Podcast. I'm Caetano.
And I'm Ethan.
Thank you for listening.